welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a general reading, so whatever comes up. Let's call in spirit with some moonshine time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We are going to get started with the Energy Oracle cards. Thank you to everyone who wished me well after I shared on the community board that I had been dealing with some migraines over the weekend. It was very sweet of you guys to wish me well, so thank you. Ooh, I like this. So I'm reading for somebody that has stepped into their calling. And I feel like in order to do so, you've had to let go of something that you viewed as a part of who you are, and over time realized it was really just a part of the facade you presented to other people to either have some sort of respect or be seen as strong. But I think you've been able to let go of, maybe even, it might even be like societal conditioning. There's something here that you have let go of in order to step into your path. This is exciting. Okay, so now we have the World. And Goddess of the Moon. It's crazy how similar these two cards are. Look at how there's like the same kind of colors, obviously the moon shape. It feels like to me we have somebody that is letting go of like an old version of themselves, letting go of a chapter, closing out a chapter and stepping into something more meaningful for them. This could be somebody who has pretty strong intuition, because this Goddess of the Moon card really gives me like High Priestess vibes most of the time. But with it coming out with the World, I feel like there's something really important that whoever I'm reading for, you're meant to do with the insights that you get. So say for example, you're able to, we'll make it easy. You're able to figure out what the missing like element is for a cure. You're going to make sure that that's shared globally. It's not something that's like dependent upon whether or not you're rich. There's something here about you having information that helps people on a large scale. So for some of you, this could even be like you're doing something on the internet, because the World and the tarot, of course, can speak about the internet or the World Wide Web. Alright, let's see what kind of clarification we can get here for you. Since we're dealing with a calling, feels like a good idea to use the Voyage of the Soul Oracle. These can get a little, I don't know, they're more out there. I like it. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, damn. Okay. So we have Limitless and Spirits. I think this Limitless also kind of ties into the fact that we have the World coming out, right? There's something here about the impact you're going to have being very large scale. Like, so we have expand, spread, higher, open-minded, and wishes. And then we have spirits, the other side, souls, veil, mediumship, and contact. Let's get one more to help us identify more behind this temple path and attachment. Okay. So I'm reading for somebody who is perhaps able to communicate with the other side or channel messages. And this individual that I'm reading for is going to be able to find a way to leverage this gift to help those that need guidance to find justice. So I'm literally picturing like psychic investigators. I'm not saying that has to be what you do, but somebody is able to see things a little bit clearer. It's like being able to do a puzzle in like 30 seconds that take most of the 2 hours. You're able to zero in on the information very quickly, and it's going to help others in terms of things being fair. So we have vivid and polarity. Now I would point out that on this card we also have clairvoyance. So there's a decent chance I'm speaking with somebody who would identify with clairvoyance. Now, if you have some pretty strong intuition, but you don't have an awareness of the clairs, C-L-A-I-R, that would include, for example, clairaudience and clairvoyance, claircognizance. There's something here about your ability to see things as they should be. See things as they really are so that you can help people get to where they need to be. So you might be contributing to something that enables people to find their own temple path, their own calling in life, their purpose. You might be able to help people with regards to some sort of mental or physical health element that not a lot of people can find this information, right? You have this missing key. So we also have polarity, which is about contrast, resistance, pull, yin and yang, and magnetic. And honestly, what I see most clearly is this yin and yang. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, yeah, you have this like claircognizance or this ability to know information that other people don't. But I also feel like there's something with flow being added here, something with you being able to balance a dichotomy really well. So what do I mean by that? Maybe with regards to being very, intuitive, you're also able to be very logical. Maybe you have, a master's degree in architecture. Maybe you have, some really refined mathematical understanding. Whatever it is, there's something here about like the balance of science and like religion that's coming through here. You can like step into either world easily. I'm going to continue with the Bianco Nero deck. So we have the Page of Swords. This is about learning information. Now this is underneath the Expand card, so I feel like somebody, whoever I'm reading for, you have been taking some time to educate yourself on something that maybe you were not very well versed in before. So you may have recently discovered that your intuition is working differently, you're having more vivid dreams, maybe you were a little bit freaked out at first, but now you've started to be a little bit more curious about it and want to educate yourself. And this is definitely encouraged. However, remember that there's also things that are just innate within you. You have to just, believe in them, unlock them, all of that. I do find that it's a good idea for people to, look into books or what have you. Not necessarily things online, because let's just say it takes, 30 seconds to put a lie online. a lot more complicated to put one in a book. Yeah, somebody I think is learning what they have in terms of spiritual gifts. Like, I don't really see this as having to do with external influences. I see somebody trying to figure themselves out. Why am I so weird? Why do I know what's going to happen before it happens? Why do, certain lyrics make me picture people that haven't been here in a while? There are interesting things that I think somebody is finding they have to kind of change how they view the world. And they're okay with it, but it's a little bit scary. And believe me, I get it. Believe me, I do. Alright, so what else do we have? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And, okay, so whoever I'm reading for, you have already or you will in the near future be a witness to a materialistic masculine energy taking something that is not his or doing something against better judgment. We have Judgment in the reverse for hidden energy. If you're new to my channel, that's where it flips over but doesn't fall out. And to me, that means you don't know about it yet, or they maybe don't even know about it yet. So it could be something that literally they're going to do like the day after you watch this. This masculine energy could be, somewhere in his chart could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But mostly what I see here is somebody who is really protective over their status or their reputation as a wealthy or like producing man. I don't know why I'm thinking of the word producing. This could be somebody who has like ties to manufacturing or sales, something where those numbers are really like tied to your self-worth, right? Somebody here, I think, is going to be caught by you. And it may be something that gets you like recognition throughout a lot more people than you expect. Like this could be on the news, for example. Judgment in the reverse. I think this is also coming out to say that clarifying polarity, no one's going to believe you. Everyone sees this King of Pentacles in the reverse in the upright. No one truly suspects this person to be capable of the thing that you will see them do or the thing that you know that they've done. Maybe you have receipts on this individual. Whatever it is, this is coming off as a little bit of a test where you're going to have to deal with people not believing you and just kind of sit back and be patient until the truth exposes itself, because it always does, because you do know the truth. And they did act against their better judgment. And I feel like it's going to come out in such a way that this person may actually end up like incarcerated. So those of you that are considering a career in like being a lawyer, some sort of justice system, I do think that's in alignment here for whoever I'm reading for. But more importantly, I see that somebody wants to use whatever gifts they have for helping those that are in predicaments within the legal system. So, first of all, I salute you. You're a good person. Second of all, that takes balls. Don't let people talk you down. I'm going to share a little something with you guys. I'm like 5'0" nothing. Okay, like maybe like 5'4". But I'm not a very large person, okay? But I can have a little bit of a mouth on me. And I don't really tolerate it when people are mistreating those around me, and even if they're twice my size, I will tell them to step down. And I probably need to work on that just a little bit. It's not like get into trouble where I don't need to, but this is kind of the vibe I'm getting. I feel like you're my, same level in terms of like, no, I'm sorry, like if there's an injustice in my face, I'm going to say something about it. I can't just sit here and like hop on Facebook and be cool with my life because hey, at least I found like a used dress for $100. No, I like actually care about justice. That's who I'm reading for. Somebody like that. That's like, yeah, I know I'm going to go up against probably some bears, some not very nice people, but you know what? It's them that should be scared because I know the truth, and the truth is on my side. So, whoever I'm reading for, don't doubt yourself. People are going to want you to or expect you to, and then you know what else? They're going to be just like so fucking shocked when let's say your stature is similar to mine, and you're like 5'4" self is like, yeah, no, I said that. I do think you stole, or you lied, or you deserve to be in prison, and I'm not scared of you. Like you're, ooh, look at me, I'm taller than you. Cool. And somebody is ready to use their gifts to take down people that don't think anyone will come for them. Like, not in. It's the season of karma. Check out the news. And I'm not saying that about the tropical storms. I wish all of those people safety and security. I'm talking about people who are, maybe dealing with multiple trials at the same time. All right, so we have the Lovers and the Reverse. This is clarifying Page of Swords. What I'm hearing is somebody is concerned in terms of having to choose between doing this, like their calling, and something else. So this could be somebody who feels like, I don't know why this popped in my head, but it's, I guess, a good example. Somebody who's worried that they can't fight this injustice or be this, let's say angel of fire, without losing something that is special to them. And the example in my head is the dude in Men in Black. I think it's Agent K? No, Agent J? I don't remember. Tommy Lee's, is that his name? Tommy? Yeah. He like has to spy on this like woman that he had to leave behind because in Men in Black you have to like ixnay from the people that know you, right? This isn't one of those situations. Spirit wants whoever I'm reading for to know you are able to follow this calling and still have whatever it is you're worried about losing. Maybe you still want to keep your 9 to 5. Maybe you are worried you won't be able to be there for your family. Whatever it is. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. This isn't like you don't get a life. You aren't like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know why she was the right example, but I hope you guys appreciate my pop culture references. By the way, this is the Metamuse. I don't remember if I announced that as far as the tarot deck. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse and Temperance. You guys, Temperance is literally clarifying temperance. So here's what I see. First of all, whether you're a man or a woman or non-binary, you are this Queen of Swords, if this reading is resonating for you. You hold that sword of truth very, like, firmly, right? Like, I'm in my throne. I know the truth. Nobody can, like, push me off of this, right? The reason that you will be successful is because what I see here is somebody who's unwilling to take bribes. It's very specific. The Four of Cups in the reverse. To me, it's like, don't even offer me anything. Like, you cannot distract me with whatever you think might work for other people because I am focused on my pursuit of justice. And next to that, we have this Temperance clarifying the other Temperance, right? Check this out. So again, whether or not you identify as female, we have you here in the first Temperance card, the black and white one, taking care of your own stability, finding balance within yourself, and letting go of the things that had held you back with that attachment card, right? You removed the mask. That has enabled you to step into more protection. You recently, or coming up here, have had an upgrade in terms of what your capabilities actually are. Don't be afraid to just like test them every now and then. Hey, can I like move that thing with my brain? I don't know. Why not try it? Who cares? Is anybody watching you? Maybe, but it's just Alexa. It's cool. And this other Temperance, that's that other protection. That's that divine protection. This is an actual angel that wants to make sure you can do your job without the same like stresses that you think you would find, right? Making things easier for you. There's literally a rainbow between your cups. Like, she wants to make sure you still have the ability to experience peace while bringing justice. So, for example, if you are concerned, I don't know if I can do this kind of calling and feel like I could provide a safe home for my children. Yes, you can. That's what this says. There is protection here because they want you to be in a state of peace so that you can provide assistance to those that need justice. For hidden energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. This may not be known to you yet, but I feel like it will eventually because you are in this Page of Swords and clairvoyant energy. First of all, trust your intuition. Find a way to confirm or validate what your intuition is saying, maybe getting like a pendulum, for example. But I feel like you're not necessarily aware that this King of Pentacles in the reverse that you're going to bring justice on is working with at least one other person. I think with the Three of Pentacles here, I think they have a boss who tells them what to do, and they don't really feel like they're necessarily in control. Now, does this mean this is like Charlie and his angels, and Charlie's telling one of his angels to be materialistic? Not necessarily. We aren't in a movie, right? But this could literally be like someone being controlled by their personal demons, right? So maybe this is somebody who knows better, right? Because they're going against a better judgment, but they're currently dealing with an addiction that makes it hard for them to really analyze the situation in a way that they previously would have. So I guess what I'm saying is please be cognizant that you may find somebody guilty right off the bat and be like, no, evidence says this person. Don't be afraid or don't give up too soon on the idea of this King of Pentacles in the reverse having somebody that they're working with. Rule that out before you get too zeroed in, because you might not get to the root, right? Like I'm seeing somebody weeding their garden, thinking that they've rid themselves of that horrible, like, what's it called? It's like crawling Charlie or something like that. And then you don't actually get all the way to the root, so it just comes back like a week later with somebody else acting as the puppet, right? So make sure you take into consideration, who does this King of Pentacles in the reverse know? We have the Ace of Wands clarifying this King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's another 3 here. So we have 3 shoots of little like green sprouts on this Ace of Wands. 3 arches in the bridge. I think there's 3 people working together, and you're going to be able to identify first this King of Pentacles in the reverse doing something in the wrong, and then you might have to get him to like call out the other people, or use him to, you know, like track down the others. So, judgment in the reverse is clarified by the devil. I think this would be somebody who is living a pretty opulent lifestyle. So, I'm just going to go for it. The example in my head right now is Joel Osteen, right? I'm here to like preach the word of the Lord, but I also feel like I should have a private jet. Really? I might have fed some people with that. Just saying, Joel. That's who you're looking for. Somebody who thinks they are so amazing and everybody thinks that they could do no wrong. And yet, to you, there's something glaringly obvious about what this person is doing. And it's like nobody else wants to see it, or everybody is too busy being yes men because they are profiting or gaining something by not calling this King of Pentacles in the reverse out for what he did. They are bound to him for something. So like this could be like the head of a corporation, something like that. So we have the Three of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Four of Swords. So for you to be able to effortlessly glide between the scientific mind and the like clairvoyant mind, clairsentient mind, whatever it is, Spirit wants you to know it's incredibly important for you to be like always focused on your healing. When you are in a healed state, this dude, he can't mess with you. He can't touch you. Literally has to go through the people around you who have addictions or fears or codependencies, whatever it is, to try to mess with you. But you cannot be messed with when you are in a healed state. For some of you, this person is in the government, which is why they feel so untouchable. Because now I'm seeing this as the three branches. That's, I'm sure, not true for every government, right? But it is for mine. Either way, take what resonates for you. We're going to continue with the Masonic Tarot. If this is resonating, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. Let's do that this general. We have the Ace of Chalices in the reverse. And the Three of Chalices. So there could be for some of you someone coming back from the past, someone that you felt rejected by, someone that maybe chose a different person over you. And this could be that thing that you were worried, can I do this and my calling? Can I still do the both, right? Yes, you can, and I do see this person is coming back to you. For hidden energy, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Be careful because the person that you are meant to be with, should be somebody that is generous and kind to you. And what I see with this Nine of Chalices in the reverse as hidden energy is somebody may turn out to be more selfish than you initially expected. You know how people can kind of put on a little bit of a facade initially, and then, you give it like the 6 months and you're like, oh shit, you actually like don't ever brush your teeth. Oh, that's weird. It's just an example. Yeah, there's something this person is going to hide from you initially, and then they're not able to keep up the act, and I feel like it's tied to being selfish. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah, so you may have to deal with somebody that wants you to give up your calling to be with them. Excuse me. I'm guessing I don't have to say this to most of you, but to those of you that would benefit from it, do not choose a person that would ask you to give up your purpose or your calling, please. If you are here to do something and somebody doesn't want to be supportive of you in that, then they are not your person. They are working for the other side. Like, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. No. You are a target. If you have the ability to bring about change on a global scale, you have a target, because you will make things better, and there's somebody who would like to make things worse, right? So we have the Knight of Malice. So this would be like the Knight of Pentacles, by the way. There is a person who works directly for this King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like an underling, like an assistant. They will try to tell you that they're on your side, and they are not. They are in deep with this King of Pentacles in the reverse, probably for financial gain. Do not trust them. I mean, like, you might want to pretend like you do. There are people who look at me and think I'm not very bright. And that's fine with me. I don't care. Do you know why? Because if you think I'm not very bright, it takes me less time to see exactly what you're going to try to do about it. Are you going to try to steal from me? Or are you going to try to gaslight me? Bring it. Let's see. Underestimate me all day. It's amusing. That's what's happening here. Somebody's like, this little person who doesn't have the status that I do. I work for the government, or I work for a big organization, whatever it is, right? They can't do shit. Oops. Yeah, no, you can. Like, I just knocked this down. You're going to knock their shit down. And they're going to be like, what? It's like, okay, I don't know how many of you have seen The Professional with Natalie Portman. Not a fan of how she was treated. However, I do love that movie because it does tell you people can underestimate the damage a little girl can do. And I feel like that's the situation. Someone doesn't feel like you have the status, the credentials, the experience, whatever the hell they want to say, they underestimate you. And don't correct them. You're right. I'm harmless. Where were you again 2 nights ago? Weird. Because you bring about their end. Because they don't take you seriously. They don't think you can hang. Again with the, so we're clarifying on the lack of better judgment, right? They judge you so wrong. They're like, no, this one, like maybe like 3 brain cells grew up together. Meanwhile, you've got like a PhD in criminal sciences or something, like, where's your bitch? What? They don't see you coming. They don't realize that what they view to be a strong fortress behind them, because like, look at this guy. He's all like prancing around like, yeah, no, this is my castle. You can't get in here. I'm really important. You are. Nope. Because people don't recognize that things are not as black and white as the title you can put on your resume. Four of Mallets, which would be like the Four of Pentacles. Another four, so you may be seeing a lot of fours. And this is clarifying healing. So I feel like another thing that would be important for you to keep in mind, hold back the information. Don't share more than you have to. And remember that you may still get surprised, right? Because I'm looking at the fact we have a moon and a sun. There may be times where you think you know what happened, and then the plot thickens and something else folds in, right? Like this Knight of Malice, who is probably an underling that works for the King of Pentacles and Mirrors. You got to keep in mind there might be other players involved. So there's something here kind of like making me think about that movie Clue, where you can't say it's over till it's over, right? But you'll be thorough. All right, it's kind of a weird reading. I'm going to end it with a zodiac fortune telling card for you. And also a recommendation that if you have Pisces in your chart, you might want to check out Susan Tarot. I love her energy. She's great. But I think she had a pretty similar reading to this that you might benefit from. Don't give so much advice, it causes hard feelings. Learn how to take more information in and withhold it a little bit more. I'm working on that too. All right, a call from a loved one, a kiss. See, somebody's coming back here for you, and they have romantic intentions, but I feel like you might have more than one. One would be supportive of your calling and the other would not. I bet you know which one to choose. Yes, we have. You owe someone a letter, write it at once, and you are inclined to be optimistic. So I think they spelled it wrong, which makes me laugh. But you might want to get in contact with somebody. Maybe you're inclined to be a little bit hesitant when somebody from the past reaches out to you. Sure, give it like 5, 20, 60 minutes, whatever, to make you feel cool, right? I'm busy, I can't respond immediately. But you do want to respond. And then don't lose sight of your hope or your optimism, even as you deal with some potentially dark forces. You want to make sure that you're spending time doing things that help you stay happy. I was all pissy an hour ago because a shipment of mine got lost. And now I have to deal with a parcel service that I loathe. I'm really not looking forward to it. But I came here and did some readings because I knew it would lighten my mood a little bit, and I love you guys. So thank you for all the support. Hope you enjoyed the reading, and have a wonderful rest of your day.